will not decay and fail you. One day the crude biomass that you call the temple will wither, and you will beg my kind to save you. But I have already saved.
Yep, my mic is out. Yep. Thank you. Hey, Poisson variants, all that jazz. Finally a good stream. No, yeah, so... Thank you. Yeah, I took an unexpected week-long break. Is part of it was just like and stuff going on, but also part of it was I think I figured out why. It was I thought it so for one it was doing like a 5-hour stream that I had not planned to do. Yeah. And on top of that, I think doing the shot glass of pickle juice didn't help. Everyone needs a break. Yes, true. I am glad you guys are understanding. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. But no, so, that video, I had a dentist appointment this morning that was supposed to be in the early afternoon, but there's an error with the reminder message they sent out. You're not understanding, very miffed, quite peeved, and possibly even perturbed. I did a shot of that. Yeah, I did a shot of pickle juice in the Dark Souls stream. And but it was supposed to be in like the early afternoon, and they sent out reminder emails because they have like a new system for reminders, because normally they would send out texts, and there was an error with it where everyone who received a reminder email was told that their appointment was going to be at 8 in the morning, literally, and that's when they open. And so I ended up just going in at 8 in the morning, and luckily they let me go to get like my teeth cleaning in first thing in the morning, and so then I had the rest of the day nothing going on. And so I got home, and then someone brought up Warhammer. I don't remember why or where or how, but then I went ahead and I was like, what if I just made a Warhammer or a FNAF video with the Warhammer 40k? Ever since I understood the weakness of my flesh audio. And I was like, oh, and then I gotta have it be the intro to the stream. And so before the stream, like 10 minutes ago, I was like practicing the timing. Did I eat a hammer? What? Only on Tuesdays. Tuesdays are my hammer eating days. And I did, contrary to what I normally do, I actually did prepare for this stream. I prepared to this stream with learning strats. The strats you're supposed to do for each night. And everything. This is the first speed run I've ever done, and I'm actually, like, preparing for it. I don't know why. It's also a weird speedrun game, and I feel like my speedrun timer is gonna be messed up, but yeah, it's whatever. It's the effort that counts. Ain't an entire hammer in this economy? Yes, I am upper middle class. I can afford a $50 hammer to put on my spaghetti. But I have to buy the cheap spaghetti. I have to buy craft macaroni and cheese. I hope you didn't actually play the game. The last time I played this game was like in 7th grade. So I don't know. No, but I didn't actually play. I just looked up strats and then wrote them down. And so I have notes in front of me for each night. I'm not going to go in wholly unprepared. Like, that would be... There'd be no point in doing a speedrun at that point. I do have to set up my speedrun timer still. I did forget to do that. You smash a few cans of sardines a day. Is that, like, you actually smash them? Or is that, like, you throw them back? Eat a few cans of sardines a day? Watch the introduction video before using LiveSplit for the first time. I could do that. I could do that. But why? But why? I hate seafood. I hate them fishies. Maybe I just hate fish. Who knows? Fish the creature versus fish the food. Direct file. Yeah, I probably should have set up LiveSplit before the stream, but it's only like a 40-minute speedrun. If I do deathless, which I won't, but if I do, which I won't, but if I did, which I won't, then it would, yeah, go by quickly. And so I feel like the usual just chatting, killing time in the meantime is the good plan. And the speedrun does not include night 6. Unless, but you won't. Finally doing FNAF after so long and me bugging you couldn't handle your constant peer pressure. That can't be called peer pressure since I'm older than you. Peers don't have to be the exact same age. Like, the people I play D&D with are all in their 30s. And I am not in my 30s. Just the entire speedrun, there's just gonna be FNAF lore just in the chat exclusively. Okay. It's an introduction video. I hit the big 4-0, as in I'm 40. Yeah, you got me. Got me. 40. How did you guys know? Alright, introduction video. Watch on YouTube. And by watch on YouTube, I mean 20 minutes long. Can I just have a timer that I just... Oh, no, this is about, like, actually setting it up. I am 23, yeah. This is if you want to get into details. No. I'm gonna set a timer. I'm gonna hit go when I hit go on the game, and then I can set it, like, to, like, a few seconds of, like, latency, I think. Halloween. Halloween is my birthday. Not even joking. Okay. Yeah, let's try booting this up and see what happens. Live split. Yeah, sure. Unknown. Spooky birthday. Yes. Explains my edginess. Okay. How do I just, like... Oh. So if I'm, like... Control. Oh, there's a start. Okay, cool. Be sure to say happy birthday. That's true, you didn't specify when you would say happy birthday, you would just say happy birthday. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is not at all pay attention to actual times. So I set up live split, it took 2 seconds, turns out, so I've time to yap. I'm gonna hop over here first. I have not opened this overlay since Dark Souls. I love that that's still there. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, for entertainment, I will. Blah 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 blah. Every British birthday. I just typed in live split and automatically knew that I wanted to do live split. That's crazy. Crazy. Damn. Perfect. A timer that will definitely be accurate and not horribly wrong. But because of that, by the way, because the timer is gonna be wrong, there are these Alt F4 skips that I'm sure you guys saw in the easy speezy video, or Jay, I think you sent that. I end up just using him as my guide because I watched him before and I was like, eh, I like him. He explains it pretty well. Since this isn't a real speedrun and the timing is gonna be a mess, I'm not gonna bother doing the Alt F4 skips. Oh, that was Dan Jake. Oh, Dan Jake said it. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure that was EXP. I just forgot. Yeah, in the Discord. Yeah, people's Discord names conflicting with their chat names. Okay, I can switch back to the chatting overlay. Causes so much confusion. Man, speaking of names, so like, it never occurred to me that people like, I don't know how to put this. So like, yeah, like I'm familiar with like changing your name to get rid of, you know, dead names and whatnot. But for some reason it had never occurred to me that people sometimes just change their names. Sometimes you just don't like your name and you change it. I'm all for that. Just like regardless of transitioning or anything like that. And so I was once at college, and I walked by a student, and this person's has long dyed black hair, like super long dyed black hair. They're super gothed up, black jacket, the like platform boots with spikes, rings, like skull rings and stuff, black makeup on. And I see them logging into their student account because I just happen to be walked by. Oh, yeah, it's this song. End of Small Sanctuary, so awesome. So I see them logging into their account. And I look, and because it's a college email, so their college email is just going to be like whatever their name is. And it just, I see them typing it and hit enter, and it says Raven Archon logging in. I was like, you could just change your name to that. It never occurred to me. You can just become an anime character. And they dressed like their name was Raven Archon. And I was like, that's so cool. I wish I was Raven Archon. And yeah, it didn't even occur to me until later. I was just like, yeah, you can just change your name whenever you want. Like, you can just get it legally changed. I know there's like some rules about it, but if you're already going to change your name during witness protection to Greg Seuss, the dumbest name you can think of. You bad math and Seuss. Seuss is great. Was his first name Seuss or was his last name Seuss? I don't remember. But Seuss. Seuss is in like Gravity Falls, right? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the Greg stands for gravity. Gravity Seuss. Sounds like Gravity Zeus, which is just Radon from Elden Ring, but I diggers. But yeah. Which makes me, but now that has me thinking, I'm like, what if I changed my name to something even cooler? But the thing is, I already have a really weird name that, again, no one's ever gonna guess. So, because of that, I'm like, anything that I would choose, it would not be as just kind of like, because like, if I choose a name like Raven Archon, you know, like that person, somebody can look at that and go like, oh, they chose that name. But with my current name, they're just like, that's a weird name. Thought about changing your name, but you never think about it, you feel a weird level of attachment. That's fair. I mean, it's something that has been a part of you since it was given to you or took it. For a lot of people, it's been there their whole life. If you're changing your name, you're gonna change it to Twilight Sparkle. You could. And then you could just be like, no, my parents named me this. They were just really big fans of My Little Pony. Hey, it wasn't my choice. I personally only watch Power Rangers, but you know, whatever. I don't care. I don't even care. That would be even funnier. But I mean, like, people, I mean, when Game of Thrones was at its biggest, Khaleesi was one of like the biggest names in the world, or at least in like the US for a while. And it's like, don't name your kid Khaleesi. Don't name your kid a pop culture thing. Like, my partner's neighbor named their kid after a My Hero Academia character, and I'm just like, don't. I don't know. It's like, it's fine to have a unique name, but I don't know. It, like, if you feel so strongly about something like Game of Thrones, then get a tattoo. Don't put that responsibility and like on your kid. Because they're the one who's gonna have to live with it. So, you know, don't name your kid Daenerys Targaryen. The only acceptable one is to have 2 kids and one named Cersei and one named Jamie. Wait. Don't do that. Don't do no. Don't do that. And if you're wondering why I made that joke, this is the same person who has watched Yosuga no Sora, which is an anime. You're naming your kid Twilight if you like it or not. It's normal. See, that's the thing where it's like, if you name your kid Twilight, that's fine. Like that's like fancy. But that, like, Twilight on their own, if you change your last name to Sparkle and then name your kid Twilight, I feel like that's a kind of a choice. Change your own name to Twilight Sparkle. Don't put that on your kid. Don't make them Twilight Sparkle. And it can be a nice name. I just think it's like, you have to understand that whenever you name someone something, that will affect them. That will have connotations to their life that you're making a decision for. And the same reason it's like, I think like, in some states, I think parents can actually get their children tattoos if the parent wants it, regardless of what the child wants, and that kind of stuff is messed up. Similar kind of vein. I don't know. I think I know what you were trying to say, and I'm not gonna fall for that, Shane. I've seen enough of them. I've seen enough of them to be ready for them. Oh, okay, never mind. That wasn't the joke you were going for. You're actually saying cadence. I thought you were trying to bait me. I thought you were trying to trick me. Candace. Who's Candace? I just think about Phineas and Ferb, though. Because Phineas and Ferb is awesome. I can't wait for that new season. Because I also don't have Disney Plus. And I'm not gonna get Disney Plus. But Candace... Then you're like... Yeah, exactly. You get taken away if you try and make that joke. You got taken away by the Poisson police squad. It's just me in a top hat. I don't know. I don't have a joke. The Poisson police squad. You're going away for a long time. Your joke was approaching an asymptote. We won't have any divide by zeros. Not in this strat. Not in this stream. No. Okay. I think I have procrastinated long enough. And so, fun fact, the Steam release for the original FNAF is so horribly optimized. It's like, you have 0 setting controls or anything. So, I've already lowered the volume on my PC for specifically that application. I can't window it, which is annoying, so let's hope I don't just run into errors over nothing. Probably will happen, but... Okay, I'm gonna put live split right there. Because I don't know if it'll actually go over the game, so I'll just put it in another window. Let me close out of this stuff, because I actually need sound for this game. Get ready to possibly have your eardrums destroyed. Don't know. Also, again, I have 0 prep with this, so. Oh, that's just awful. That's loud and horrible. Oh, Okay. Volume mixer. Jesus. I have it at 5 now. Okay. Capture. NAF bars, Fredbear. Do we exist? We exist. Okay. The audio seems fine. The jump scares will probably blow someone's eardrums out. I'll get jump scared in the first 9 minutes. Probably. I think that's a fair assessment. Good. Alright. So I'm gonna have to start the split way before I can actually go. Cool. Cool. Okay. Hitting go. Alright. So, the first trick I learned is, and yes, I don't care if is you go continue and then hit new game to skip this one. Alright. So, you can skip a loading screen if you do like an Alt F4 thing. And then one of the strategies is just to go like, oh, just literally to spam this over and over. Because that keeps Foxy down. But one of the things I learned is that it starts off with the only one who actually has aggro is Bonnie, right at the start. And then at 2 a.m., I think, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy's aggro all increases by 1. Something I didn't know, actually, that's pretty cool, is that Foxy's aggro is entirely determined on whether or not you're looking at the camera. And so it's and I thought I thought it had to be like, oh, you have to look at Pirate Cove, you know, years ago. But no, apparently it's just looking at this epilepsy warning, I guess. Because at one point for night 2, you straight up have to do this at the start. So I think it's about 8 minutes per night. Let's see. Oh, my mouse can leave the screen. That's a bit quirky at night. There you go. Oh, you guys can't really see the time. You can see the number in front of the time, so. Content! So why does this place have a security guard? I never got that. Talking about the bite of 87? The furries don't attack Chica. Does checking the camera take power? Around the facial area. Well, then, there's one thing I know. Come on. The only parts of you that would likely see the light of day again would be your eyeballs and teeth that pop up in front of the mask. Yeah, they don't tell you these things when you sign up. Alright, 2 a.m., so... I'll chat with you tomorrow. Check those cameras and remember to close the doors only if absolutely necessary. Oh yeah, I see power usage. Alright, good night. Alright. Okay. So, from what I know, the first night is pretty nothing. You're just gonna burn through, and then... And because I'm checking the camera, it automatically accounts for Foxy. Although, when I'm not checking the camera, I'm gonna be doing left, right, cam. And I gotta get fast at doing that, because you have to move out the 6 a.m. load skip. I do, but this is also not real. Like, the Alt F4 thing. The reason I say it's not a real speedrun is just because my splits are not set up. I set up live split in about 30 seconds. And I am just doing this for the heck of doing this because I lost, because I died in Dark Souls 3. So I had to spin a punishment wheel. All that matters right now. Chat blocks the time. You guys will live. But also, you can't pause this game. If I hit escape, it'll just go ahead and close the game. Because, like I said, the first Steam release, or the Steam release for this game is so poorly optimized. I don't want Bonnie to show up at this point. You can barely hear me. That's... I'll try talking louder. Sorry, I was kind of muttering. Let's see, if it can add to the tension if, God, it's gonna be the longest 8 minutes of my life. Ah. Cameras are all messy. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Oops. Right. See, that's the thing, is that my mouse can leave the application. And so that adds an extra layer of, oh crap. So fun fact I learned also, Freddy does not move until night 3. So I don't have to worry about him, and I only have to worry about Foxy if I'm not looking at the cameras. But I'm looking at the cameras enough where it's not going to be a problem. And yes, I did learn everything I'm telling you from one video that... I'm just reciting from my notes. Hi, Zeno. How are you doing? I think on night... So that was the thing where it's like on night 1, I can do light cam, and it won't matter. And then moving forward, I should do light cam. But that's actually a good idea to get in the habit. And the thing is, this is 40 straight minutes of just doing this. So I have a feeling that I am going to get exhausted. It's so funny to me that this game has a speedrun. Like, all of the skips are so minute. And then besides that, it's just like, don't die. Oh, scary noises. Tired but not too busy. Yeah, I ended up taking a week off just because, so like my throat wasn't in a great condition from the Dark Souls stream, partially because I streamed for so long, and also partially because I did a shot of pickle juice. The first toaster had a charming name, El Toasto. Yeah, and like I said, I'm not gonna bother with the Alt F4 skip just because the timer's already inaccurate. So, yeah. I'm not actually trying for any sort of real time. Let's see. Night 2. Spam the camera until you see Bonnie move. Or Chica move, okay. The second the next one moves.
Hello. Well, if you're hearing this and you made it to day 2, congrats. I won't talk quite.
It's interesting that Chica moved first, because I'm pretty sure that's on a 0311 for the difficulty.
It might be a good idea to peek at those cameras while I talk, just to make sure everyone's in their proper place, you know.
I don't know.
Interestingly enough, Freddy himself doesn't come off stage very often. I've heard he becomes a lot more active in the dark, though, so hey, I guess that's one more reason not to run out of power, right? I also want to emphasize the importance of using your door lights. There are blind spots in your camera view, and those blind spots happen to be right outside your door.
Kind of a stupid design when you think about it.
Or someone on your cameras, be sure to check the door light.
I appreciate him calling them someone instead of just something.
Danger, of course. I'm not implying that. Also, check on the curtain in Pirate Cove.
I will not.
The character in there seems unique in that he becomes more active if the cameras remain off for long periods of time. I guess he doesn't like being watched. I don't know.
He's not a voyeur? Wow, what a disappointment.
Talk to you soon.
Foxy could never be a VTuber. He doesn't like being watched. Man, Foxy in the FNAF movie is kind of awesome. Like, I love that he's kind of like their wild card. Because, like, my brother knows nothing about FNAF, and he saw the FNAF movie, and that was his favorite part, is, like, when they need to call in kind of the big guns, they call in Foxy. Because he's just, like, willing to run at people and whatnot, whereas everyone's more meticulous. I just want someone to appear already, because that helps get rid of the nerves. I chose the worst game in the world to speedrun. Speaking of horror, though, I was thinking, so I actually need to pick up Silent Hill F, because I was thinking about playing that tonight instead of this. Oh no, I clicked out of the game! 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 Cool. That, worked. Was the world record? Oh, nope, I died. Oh shit, I should be talking. Trying to lock in here. Come on, move. Did I just say no? I don't swear. I have never sworn it. Bonneville, please move. What's Bonneville's last name? Do they have, like, full names? Is it like Foxy Foxenberger? I think I'm gonna run out of power. I don't think I've actually ever beaten this game now that I think about it. How is it still 3 a.m.? I thought this was the loop. Do I just need to be doing the loop a bit slower to conserve power? Am I too fast? Am I too furious? Or is it the fact that I had those 2 door closes that screwed me over? I'll read what their names are when we go. Freddy Fazbear, Chica the Chicken, Bonnie the Bunny, Foxy the Pirate. Okay, he's not Foxy the Fox, he's Foxy the Pirate. Like, we don't care what animal you are, your profession takes precedence. We know that you use the Pirate Bay. 3 a.m. 50%, 4 a.m. 32, 5 a.m. 13. Okay. So I think I'll live. I hope I'll live. If it goes to 5 a.m. already, I'll live. Okay. Assuming I don't get screwed over by some, like, horrible RNG. Because something that they were saying is that because their aggro is so low, if they appear in front of the doors, sometimes they just don't leave for forever. And that can chunk your power. So that's kind of like the RNG factor in this. And then the other RNG factor is that on night 3, Freddy can spawn with either 1 aggression or 2 aggression. Thank you for the follow fails. I think that's what that was. I think my notifs are messed up on this overlay for some reason. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. Okay. Spam camera until one of them moves. Bonnie goes down to 0 at this one. And then Freddy doesn't move until 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. I don't remember. But this one starts with Chica at 3, Foxy at 1 or 2, I believe. And so I just have to do this until Chica moves.
Oh, hey, you're doing great.
Thanks.
Most people don't last this long.
What?
I mean, you know, they usually move on to other things by now. I'm not implying that they died. That's not what I meant. Anyway, I better not...
I don't know any FNAF lore enough to know who the phone guy is.
Hey, listen,
I wasted 20 seconds by letting the bell ring. I did. That's what I'm talking about. Like I said, this is not a real speedrun. the timers for feeling only.
Then again, if they think you're an empty costume, they might try to stuff a mental skeleton into you. I wonder how that would work. Yeah, never mind. Scratch that. It's best just not to get caught. Okay, I'll leave you to it.
I saw that message get retracted. Okay, so I loop right cam until 2 a.m. Then I do the actual loop. You wasted 20 seconds by not alt F4. Yeah, I know. Listen, I'm not even going for I'm going for a PB. That's it. I'm going for a PB of any time. So if I die 100 times before stream ends, still a valid run. You really lose 20 seconds by not alt F4ing? That's crazy. Is that 20 seconds between all the nights, or is that just 20 seconds per night? Because if that's 20 seconds per night, that's kind of nuts. I say as someone who doesn't speedrun, so I have no frame of reference for what is and isn't nuts. When does the timer end? I think when the cheering at 6 a.m. stops, or maybe once the bell rings for 6 a.m. I wasn't actually sure. I think it's when the 6 a.m. pops up, because that's the equivalent of when the credits roll. 20 seconds per night? That's kind of nuts. Let's see. Am I still within proper range? Yes, I'm above time, or I'm above percentage. Alright, 2 a.m. No, wait. 2 a.m. is... Oop. This is surreal. Boom. Okay, Bonnie's active. What's the lore reason for Bonnie being able to teleport? I'm sure there is one. I gotta say, Scott Cawthon is a genius. Making so much money off of a mobile game. I wish I made Candy Crush. Does Freddy ever show up outside the doors? I don't remember. Because I know they were talking about just now his movement is linked to... Alright, I'm still above percentages. His movement is linked to darkness. And so that's why, he'll kill you when the lights go out. Kids would bully them with Enderman costumes and then teleport. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Bonnie just loves Minecraft. Which would explain why he loves children. On my end, somebody's chats are just not showing up. there's just like a blank square where somebody's like icon is supposed to be, and it is not. That's probably fine. The fact that you don't have to worry about Foxy at all with this loop, kind of nuts. Kind of trivializes a chunk of the game, in my opinion. Because Foxy was always like the wild card whenever I would play the mystery chatter. Can you guys see who it is? Can you relay that chatter's information to me? Because I remember playing this like on the bus. No, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, they're invisible for you too? That's even cooler. It actually just is a ghost chatter. Oh yeah, they are on the screen. That's so funny. Because I was just looking at my chat on OBS. That's even funnier than the fact that it's invisible for you guys to, or like on the actual screen. Time ends at 6 a.m. Every time you message a blank unit, go to Beats. Six a.m. bell chimes? Okay. That's good to know. Time will actually be called like 15 seconds after that while I try and click out of the game to end the split. But I know, apparently yelling in all caps lets you through. You do not exist and you must scream. Apparently. I gotta say, I can understand how this game got so popular. This is riveting-ass gameplay. Bro, what does this mean? What does this mean? What was I supposed to do there? What was I supposed to do there? Yeah, me too, Freddle Beetle. What was I supposed to do there? So you're just screwed if that happens? If the door fails, they're in? But... Okay, from the top. From the top. Well, not from the top. We're not changing the camera. Homestuck? I don't know what that is. You can't see the hours. I don't feel like moving my overlay. I know, if chat stops talking. Oh, when that happens, don't move. Ew. Okay. And I was so confident I had this in the bag. Gotta reset, need that PB. Actually, literally any time I will get a PB. I could just leave this running for 10 days. Wouldn't matter. Alright. This loop happens until 2 a.m. So until 2 a.m. I'm good. The fact that you guys stuck typing in all chats, whoever the unnamed chatter is, it's so funny to me. Opening my camera would cause me to jump scare quick. No, I clicked out of the game again. This fuck. Tell me if I die. Cool. Well, that worked out well. Oh my god, I can't believe that. Not 2 a.m., so I don't have to carry it. Can we restart the run? In theory, we could. But also in theory, we couldn't. I'm just going for the personal best. It being called a PB is so funny to me. Because it's going up against literally nothing. Oh, is it faster if I double click that? Then I don't lose power as much? Oh, I was just single clicking and letting it run. Okay, I don't think it matters. Well, I don't have to stop and swap yet. Now I have to do it because it's 2 a.m. But then again, you guys can't really see the time, so it doesn't... So I guess that is worth mentioning. So if I'm calling Bonnie Bonneville, then what should I call the others? Foxy doesn't get a name because he doesn't show up in this run. Yes, can of baked beans. Okay. So I think I just have to be faster. That's the thing that killed me with Chica. I think it's just I wasn't doing this fast enough. Night 3 or 4. This is night 3 because I screwed up. I died. It would be night 4 already if I hadn't had that one death. Frederick von Bassbear III. Okay, I like that. I shall call him Frederick. Frederick von Fassbear. Well, what's Chica's full name? In whatever we're calling them. Elizabeth. No, it has to be like an extension of Chica. Yeah, just Chica's just Liz. Chica's her work name. Liz is her casual name. Listen, when I'm performing, when I'm playing this guitar and singing with my cupcake, I'm Chica. When I'm off of work, I am Liz. I'm Elizabeth Von 87. Wait, we already have a Von. Unless the Fazbear family tree is like the Habsburg family tree, and it's just a friggin' circle. I know I beat... So I'm pretty sure I beat FNAF 1 and 2 when I was a kid. And I didn't have it on the phone, sorry. I had it on the Kindle Fire. Which makes me feel old. And I know I'm only 23, but I still feel old. Thank you for being so fast, Chica, or Liz. I gotta sing so I can stay focused. I gotta sing so that I don't blow this. I can't rhyme, I don't have good timing. I just know that I do not want to end up dying. That wasn't very in sync with how it should go, but I don't even know. Yo, I have to do an obligatory yo, because I'm rapping and that's part of the show. And I don't have anywhere else to go. I should quit this job. I don't wanna though, because I need the money and it's not even funny, and I'm hopping back and forth and I could rather be running for my life from these stupid little animatronics, because I am not bionic, I am organic, and I can get I'm out of rams. But I'm on time for power. Send that to a record company. Thank you. No, I clicked out again! Alright, everyone, bet on if I die. Watch Foxy get me. Because I had to click out. Because I had to click back in. If I make an original song, it'll be about Five Nights at Freddy's. That's a lie. That reminds me, the other thing I need to do from the punishment wheel still is make a video that you guys chose. And so I need to choose one from the suggestions in the voting pool. But I haven't even... I know one of them's like a subreddit. And only 8 minutes overtime. What's up, Foxy? My Little Pony Pinball. If that's in the selections, then it has a chance. Alright, night 4. Spam camera until any movement. And there's already movement. Okay, don't bother with the switch. Pika's the only one moving.
Hey, wow, day 4. I knew you could do it. Hey, listen.
I'll just...
I'll be around to send you a message tomorrow. It's been a bad night here for me. I'm kind of glad that I recorded my messages for you.
I'm so glad I have the standing desk now, and my wrists can rest.
Do me a favor. Maybe
Because I cannot imagine doing this with my wrist, like, hovering.
in the back room. I'm gonna try to hold out until someone checks. Maybe it won't be so bad. Yeah, I always wondered what was in all those empty heads back there. You know. Oh no.
Oh, he dies? I've never actually paid attention. Good for him. Wait, what? There must have been some magic in that old spring suit he found. And when he put it on his body, he was crushed into the ground. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Snowman was an animatronic. And if he ever ate someone, it would make him really sick. So instead of killing kids, he went down to Florida. Because vacation homes there are really sunny, duh. Then one foggy Halloween Eve, Jason came to say, Springtrap, with your suit so bright, will you join me in killing tonight? So he went into Dead by Daylight with some other guys, and they killed all survivors by gouging out their eyes. This is night 4? Yeah, this is night 4. My loops, my notes just say do this loop still. Same with night 5. just do the same loop. What if I get Golden Freddy in the middle of this run? Isn't Golden Freddy like a guaranteed insta-kill? Which would be really funny, because then it would just screw the run up even more. Like I said, it's a PB. I'm not going for an actual time. I'm just glad that it's 2 a.m. and I have power. You have a lot to clip now, including you reading this out loud. Shane, you're a genius. Oh my god. Yeah, I need to just make a short compilation of me singing, because I'm trying to lock in, but I'm also like, I think that's the thing where it's like, it's less fear and more of just kind of being locked in. And the biggest thing I'm afraid of is screwing up. It's not the, like, jump scares. Flip that too. And that, and that, and that, and that. And as I'm getting more relaxed, my voice is getting deeper. I'm dropping out of my VTuber persona. Guys, you're gonna find out that behind this VTuber persona, I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy. I'm sorry to let you all down. I know how much everyone wished that I was just an anime it. I don't know, for me the VTubing thing is just comfy because I don't have to worry about face cam. So I can be as ugly as I want and no one's gonna ever know. Not real, you're AI. Actually, Shane, we're pretty confident that you're the AI. What the fuck? I started going too fast. I mean, flip the what? I promise I didn't swear there. I like that the camera doesn't even matter. That's what's so funny about this game, is that the camera's existence is just turned on. I think that's what's probably why they did the second game. Yo boy is questionable. Quiet you. Or a clanker. Boy is what it'll be until I talk to I tapped out again. Until I talk to a therapist. I am surviving on so much unfair RNG. That's so funny. I keep tapping out right before they kill me, and then tab in time. I'm so... This is called streamer luck. I can't read your fun fact of today, Baron. That's way too long. Not when I'm trying to survive these 5 long nights. I think I have the, like, JT music Five Nights at Freddy's songs completely memorized, because I would listen to those all the time. There's so many of his songs I bet I can sing by heart. Look at that. Maybe I'll just do a cover of a JT music song. That would be funny. Welcome home, girls and boys. Time to play with fun. Something, something, something. Immediately counteracted myself by not knowing the words. Whatever, dude. Friedrich, if you're not going to actually come and kill me, then don't bother trying to mess with me. I got a job to do here. Alright, I'm working a 12 to 6. This man's not even working full-time. He doesn't get benefits. That's crazy. Also clip that, and that. I know, I have to clip every time that Shane told me to clip something. And And I have to clip every time I tab out, which was, again. Your favorite FNAF songs were written by a PDF file? That's unfortunate. I probably know more than I realize. Of the songs, but you don't make the rules, you just keep saying clip that. Because I know, like, my friend would play a bunch because he was super into FNAF. And so he would play a lot of songs for me. And I remember actually after I stopped listening to JT music and other stuff, he would always listen to them still and play them for me, and I would kind of like just hear them by proxy. It was that, like, DA Games, I think. I remember, like, DA Games making, like, a Fallout 4 song that I really liked. That was, like, very heavy rock. Make a stream that's just full of clips. I should have been at 6 a.m. at 46 minutes. I know. I know. There we go. 9:05, 6 a.m. I know. Like I said, this was supposed to be a 45-minute speedrun, and then I died because I suck. But like I said, PB. At the end of the day, PB. The world record's 46 minutes. Then I'm only super far behind the world record. Bam camera until any movement. Then loop. Y'all should consider getting a generator. The funny idea is muting the call. It's like Friedrich Fazbear is telling you he's about to kill you, and you're just like, end call. It's like the Ring where it's like 7 days if you answer the phone. It's like, I'm not gonna answer the phone. You think I answer spam calls? Bro, that's going straight to voicemail. I'm only 1 night behind. I could beat world record if I restarted, and because I'm not LFF4ing. I will say, doing this, the fact that there's no pause or anything, means I'm forced to get really good at this motion, and the only problem is the times I've accidentally tabbed out. There has to be a way to fix this game so that it doesn't do that. Maybe there's not. Maybe this game is just horribly optimized and no one ever made a bug fix for it. Which makes sense, because it's, for a cell phone telephone. Reboot the text. Oh, you gotta make a reboot where they text. Yeah, they just DM you on Twitter. That's for the prequel Frederick Saloon. The Fat the Bear Saloon. Wait a minute. So you have enough power to use an iPad, but I don't know, man. The logic of this. Then again, it was the 80s, right? Or no, this one's not in the 80s. Is this one in the 90s, maybe? This one also in the 80s? I don't know. That has worked here. Wait, it said the door doesn't work when one of them gets inside? How could someone sneak inside? These dudes are huge. Like having a friggin' bodybuilder sneak up behind you. 93 based off the minimum wage. Yeah, you get $120 from this. Alright, it's the 90s. Benefits didn't exist. So it doesn't matter if he's full-time or not. getting tired now. If I had successfully survived that one night, you would already be done. This would be an incredibly short stream. Not my shortest ever stream, I don't think. I think my shortest ever stream was technically the Stray stream, which is archived, where I was zooted. That was like 50 minutes. This is at least an hour. I just glanced an hour 20. I just can't click out this night, and I'll be good. I just had to fail. I did. It's really funny that the audio for the scare gets cut off. When you close the door, you're just like, eh, shut up. Eh. Just hoping RNG doesn't screw me on this. And just getting so freaking flippin' tired. Biscuit, I swore again. I don't remember the percentages I'm supposed to be in. I clicked out, I'm dead. Me. Okay. I clicked out, and it got me killed. Of course it did. Yeah, of course it did. Ugh. 2 nights behind. Your message bugged the in-screen chat. It did. Alright. It's fine. This is still world record pace. This night, I just have to get negative 6 minutes, and I'm good. Okay. Nope. Alright, so are there just some RNGs that are impossible to win? Like, I don't know how the heck people can do the 20-20-20 challenge. Like, don't you just have not enough power to do it? Like, even with, like, this strat, sub 1 hour? Absolutely not. You can see the timer. Like, 8.5 minutes per night. 9 minutes per night. Not happening. FNAF World Difficulty 100. I've played FNAF 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's it. I don't even know what FNAF World plays like. I don't even know what the gameplay looks like. I kind of want to play Security Breach because it's so hilariously broken. But I also don't want to spend $40. I doubled up on that one. 2020 is easier because they always move on intervals. Oh, that's interesting. It's like how the hardest difficulty in Persona 5 is actually the easy difficulty in Persona 5. Because you deal like, the enemies deal crazy damage to you, but you also do insane damage to them. Which, honestly, I can kind of get behind. Like, if you push everything to 100%, then making it all 100% feels right. I want my Friedrich Fazbear hat. At the end of this stream, by the way, I'll show the FNAF edit I made for anyone who wasn't here at the start. I feel proud of it. And even though I uploaded it to YouTube right after, or I unprivated it right after the stream went live, I still want to show it off on stream. Another job, should have said to place goodbye. There's so much more maybe. Or we will for a face like those doors. Not like the chicken. A little so. None of us you do that road. All alone, looking up. No one since 1987. Join us be up. I get it. And after rolling on 5 nights of ladies. It's what wanna be, I just don't get it. I would wanna stay a Freddy. This way wanna be. I wanna stay a Freddy. I'm locked in so you guys don't get content right now. Maybe the content is me locking in. But I'm not reading chat right now. Have a good night, Shane. I guess I am reading chat because I saw that. I'm glad you got to stop by, though. It made me happy that you were able to see a FNAF stream, because you're the one who's been dying for it. Right, the timer ends right at 6 a.m., so I can tab out right as I hit 6 a.m. and then hit the split. Not really a split, but whatever. The percentage for night 4 was 30, or for 4 a.m. was 33, right? If so, then I'm a bit behind. I'll live. If I get good RNG, I'll live. If I get bad at RNG, I will not live. Yeah, I just hit 4 a.m. and I'm at 28. I'm dead. I'm not dead. Thanks, Chikawa. Or thanks, Liz. I appreciate that. Liz is so considerate. I remember when I watched the FNAF movie, it didn't dawn on me that Golden Freddy was supposed to be a person. And so I was like, oh, the 5 kids that were killed. The cupcake is one of them. Of course the cupcake was one of them. It didn't even dawn on me. Because, like, the cupcake was killing people. It didn't dawn on me, like, how can you stuff a dead body in a cupcake? We're getting close on this one. It's not 5 a.m. yet. Oof. This is gonna be rough. I think I lose this one. It just hit 5 a.m. and I'm at 10%. I lose. Taking off my headset because it's gonna be loud. Come on. I was right at the end. I was 5 a.m. I had like 30 seconds left, maybe. Your target Vantas? Am I the only one who doesn't know who that is? Am I the only one who... Oh crap, right, the timer's still going. Yeah, oh, I was 5 seconds off of... No, I'm going to get my first ever speedrun PB with a terrible time. I want to see. So the thing is, if I do terribly, then the only place I can go is up. That's why you start at the bottom, and then you can only improve. It's quite genius, in fact. You want a... Then you'll run again. Fine, I'll do mining off camera. And I'll be like, guys, I actually got a 31-minute time. I beat the world record by 15 minutes. I feel like... What's the world record with a tool-assisted speedrun? I'm curious. Aradia. As in Narissa Ravencroft's sister, Aradia? Yeah, find out what the best time with a TAS is. I'm curious. If you would so kindly. It's so funny to me, the jump scare sound just getting cut off because I closed the door in his face. I'm just like, alright. I can't believe you're a fan of VTubers. Kind of weird, not gonna lie. I know. Hey, I never said that Narissa Ravencroft was a VTuber, Jay. You're just making that assumption. You're right, but you're making that assumption. Hello, second nameless person. This is FNAF the first one. Cat told you to be here. Good. Good. I'm glad you guys both have good taste then. I'm just kidding. If you're watching me, you probably have terrible taste. Is your real name Kakarot? Oh my god, Baron, are you Goku? Are you Goku? Oh wait, no, you're from, like, Turkey. Maybe that's what I'll do if I ever have a kid. Talking about kids with dumb names from their parents. I'll name my kid, like, a Saiyan name, which is just a vegetable. Be like... Eggplant. Go to your room, eggplant. Can Goku not be from Turkey? I mean, he could be, but he's from space. Unless he's a space turkey. Oh, Bonnie, move. Bonathan, I swear to God. Do you guys ever call people names like that? Like, I have a coworker named Ethan, and I always call him Ethaniel. I'm like, Ethaniel. Bro, Bonathan, move. This is RNG screwing me hard. Oh my god. What was the percentage supposed to be when you hit 3 a.m.? You would never be so casual to your coworkers. I have a casual workplace. That's the thing. I at one point got a bit too comfy with my coworkers, and I was like, okay, I need to keep a level of distance. I know I had gotten too comfy when I told one of them that I was a VTuber. Because they're also a big VTuber nerd. And then, in retrospect, I was like, I kind of wish I hadn't done that. They were nice. They subbed to my channel. But I think the weird switch of seeing your coworker talk as an anime boy and then seeing your coworker in person, and I'm pretty similar in both cases, but it's just like that difference is definitely weird. It's like seeing your teacher at the grocery store kind of thing. Because, like, we all want to believe that our teachers don't eat. Really, all teachers eat. All teachers eat, have red wine hangovers, and cry. If they're a fan of VTubers, they would not find it weird. You say that up until you actually know a VTuber, if he's a VTuber as well. No, he would have told me he was. Because he and I talked about having messed around with VTube Studio and whatnot, and having looked into it. And he, because it's funny, he saw I had a Hatsune Miku shirt on, and he was like, "Oh, is that Hololive?" And I'm like, "But," and I was like, or he's like, "You're a fan of Hololive?" And I was like, "Yes, but how did you know?" And he's like, "The shirt." I was like, "Oh, this is Miku," and I pull out my keychain, and I have Hololive characters on my keychain, on my lanyard, and I was like, "This is Hololive," so it freaked me out that you could tell even though it wasn't visible. And then we started talking, and we're both like big Bishoujo fans, although, you know, before the Bishoujoning. Bro, don't screw me again. If I get screwed 2 nights in a row on night 5, I will be irritated. I won't be that irritated. I don't care that much. Who is maybe a VTuber? My coworker. And yeah, the only reason I, like, felt some level of regret about telling him is just I didn't want to make it weird for him. Especially it's like when you like get into the groove of things and you're like, you know, talking, and then you make a you make a joke you wouldn't make necessarily at work, so they get to see that side of you. I feel like that could be uncomfortable. It's like, I would never tell my boss I'm a VTuber. I would never want my boss to know. That'd be so uncomfy. You don't care, trying to fool the desperation sensor? I actually am right now. What about IRL friends? Most people don't know I'm a VTuber IRL. My family knows, but I don't think they really understand what it means. I'm taking off my headset again because this sucks. I'm just scroll someone else. Yeah, ha 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 ha. That's crazy. Boss comes in your chat and asks about upcoming projects. Can't believe I got screwed over on that RNG. I refuse to reset the timer though. The work environment should be treated as such. I get that, yeah. Exactly. Same thing goes for Freddy Fazbear Pizza. It's a work environment and should be treated. Let's just get some really good RNG here. What sucks is that I'm pretty sure I would have had it if not for that one moment where Bonnie stayed there for like a minute straight. I blame that moment. How much of the lore do you think was planned from the ground up with these games? Like, how much was just like, there's a game and there's scary bears, scary robot aminals, and then there's like the Bite of 87 thing, and then now there's like miles of FNAF lore. I don't understand it. Thank you, Wisebot. I appreciate you letting me know. Shut up. Alright, Bonathan. Oh, not dead. I see that's the secret power save strat. If you accidentally tab out of the game, then you save power because you're not using the lights or the camera for at least like 5 to 10 seconds. Imagine waiting until game 3 demo and just went off with that. That's a really funny and genius idea. I should do that. I should make a video game and then just wait for people to try and figure out the lore and be like, yeah, that sounds good. That's my favorite lore out of the ones. Alright. Please don't screw me over again, Bonathan. He's screwing me over. Does game theory... Did game theory not exist anymore? Isn't that a thing? Doesn't game theory not real anymore? They thought you played the murderer. I don't know why you'd come to like, I'm gonna get a job at the place where I killed a bunch of children. That's a great sentence out of context. It'll look great on my taxes. I mean, it would make you less suspicious in theory. In theory. But I don't know. I've never gotten away with murder, so I can't be sure on the logic behind that. Hands trying to like cramp up. Whole theory was yada yada yada, and too long for me to read right now. You like it more than the FNAF lore a little, whatever the theory was about you being the killer. Like, I don't understand, or like, the only things I know about FNAF lore is what people have told me, but the one thing I do like is that it's in Security Breach, when it's like Springtrap or someone at the end, and it's like a boss fight to fight off Springtrap, except it's like a play on the original FNAF like setup, but you're like activating flamethrowers or something. I think that's what it is. I don't really remember. Is Bonnie gonna scream again? Bonathan, I swear to heck. Where the heck, Bonathan? Bonathan Benet? Bonathan Clyde? I think that should be his last name. Is Bonnie a guy or girl? What are Bonnie's pronouns? I think Bonnie's pronouns are jump and scare. He's burnt trap? Listen, I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I don't know any lore. You could tell me his name is Fiddlesticks. And I'll be like, but that's a League of Legends character. And then you'd be like, you've played League of Legends? And I'll be like, no, I've never played League of Legends. Remember, the last time I played League of Legends was literally a decade ago. Also, he doesn't exist. Well, then how is he a boss fight if he doesn't exist? I saw the boss fight, Jay. I saw the boss fight. You can't tell me he's not real. I saw the boss fight. Everyone in FNAF 1 is a boy besides Chica. I guess the name makes sense. I don't think they were anything. I think they're beep boops. I think they robots. Please just... Well, I'm officially behind on power again. Alright, I just hit 5 AM and I was down 2% from what it should have been. That's gonna continue to be tanked unless Bonathan gets out of my way. Alright. It's all a gamble on this final minute, really. Or however much, minute and a half. God, my hand hurts. I am not used to this much repetitive motion. I like that you don't even have to like see the camera at all. It's just like ding donk. That was a fun 0%. I just sat at 0%. Alright. Let's see if he does a long song. If he does a long song, then I think there's a chance of me surviving. I swear to God, if Bonnie screwed me over again, please just finish. I was 2%. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Hey, Quark. Hey, Quark. How chaotic are things here? Well, the world record is 46 minutes, and I'm currently at an hour 20. Because I can't beat night 5. Alright, 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 alright. Let's get this ham. This freaking ham. Can we please just restart? No, I don't want to do this for another 45 minutes. My hand already aches so much. Can we do a rerun? Tell you what. Tell you what. So I'm streaming tomorrow, same time. I was gonna do a just chatting stream. I will do a rerun of this tomorrow. I will do a rerun of this tomorrow. If you guys really want. I would figure out how to speedrun the second game, but this one I already had. Because this was in the like family Steam library, and so I was like, yeah, let's just do this one. Because you guys had said security breach, and I was like, oh, do you guys want me to do security breach? And then someone said, I thought you meant the OG FNAF, and I was like, doing that one then. I'm getting away with it. I'm getting away with it. I don't want to spend $40. $40? Might be 45. I don't know. That's expensive. That was you, Jane. You regret it. To be fair, you made Shane's night. Feel good about that. Shane was so happy at the fact that I'm playing FNAF. Because I said that I would. And he was like, when are you gonna do it? And I was like, I'll do it when I get... He had said once in chat, he's like, when are you gonna do it? And I said, oh, get, like, monetized. Or partnered, or whatever it's called on YouTube. Which is not gonna happen for a long time. Because even if I'm close to hitting, like, the subscriber count, I'm still far off from the hours, because you need 3,000 hours, I think. That was a good time for my connection to drop. Is my connection back? I don't think my connection's back. That wasn't just me. It says my connection's still horrible. Oh, am I back alive? Okay, good. It says I'm delivering the correct amount of frames, but... How can this man reach the lights? Acknowledge a streamer. I am acknowledging you, streamer. I just can't see you. Wait. Acknowledging you, streamer? I'm streamer. Don't steal my title. Don't steal my title. I will loop night 5 as long as it takes. Because I think the thing that's stopping me really is just RNG. Because I think I'm doing the loop well. It's just like those moments where it's like, oh. Okay, these moments where I close out or I accidentally click out but the door's still closed, so I'm screwed. So now I'm definitely screwed because I tapped out while the door was closed, so it was just burning miles of power. So this time it wasn't Chica screwing me over, it wasn't Bonnie screwing me over, it was Chica. And then my own inability to... I'm dead. I left that door closed way too long. Dang, so you gotta just get like... crazy good RNG. That's night 5. Victory by RNG. It says my connection's still horrible. How's it on your guys' end? So I think there might be a chance if I literally don't have to close the door for the rest of the night. Because I think I'm going to go 5 a.m. at like 5% power. Because it's currently 4. I'm at 12. What? From what? From what? I call bull hunky. Do you have Blender open again? No, not this time. Not this time. Blender is not open this time. Am4B. Wait, he can like interrupt that stuff? This is crazy. This is crazy. Connection's good on Twitch, except for that recent drop. Okay, good. Alright, yeah, it says my connection's better on my end now. This is ridiculous. So how did you know that it was Cam 4B? Like, how are you able to tell that? Was it because he was doing the like laugh? Oh, that's the whole point of this, is that Freddy can't move on camera. Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought it was just for Foxy and Freddy just sucked. I thought Freddy was just mid. Also, it's really funny to me to still have the speedrunner timer going. Aw, Blueberry's live. even though I can't technically raid on YouTube, after this stream, do you guys mind if I send you all towards another streamer? She's like an engineer. She's small. She has like 500 subs. Her name is Blueberry Zero, and I want to, after I end up beating Night 5 eventually, I don't think, oh, what the f happened there? I mean, flip the what happened there? Because I want to support other small VTubers. Because being a small streamer in general is hard. Like, algorithms are so against you for a lot of stuff. I'm still trying to figure out how the shorts algorithm works on YouTube. However it works, not friendly. It's really funny because in the shadow it looks like Bonnie's flipping you off. Like, hey, bro, you. Like, but why, Bonathan? Why, Bonathan Benoy? Oh, come on. Liz. Please get out of here, Liz. I think that was the right play instead of trying to... No, I want to keep the camera on as much as possible. Right. But no, the algorithm for small people is weak. Because YouTube's also the kind of thing where it's like, if it doesn't know what to show you, it'll just show you the most popular video from 9 years ago that has 3 million views that everyone's seen a million times. And then Twitch is just impossible. Unattended that night in Morocco. No way. I lost focus, so I lost the loop for a second. Okay. Continue to lock in and try not to think about my hand. We're at 3 a.m. 43%, or we went to 3 a.m. at 45, so the chance. I wanted to make sure Freddy was still there. If I lingered on that. Been through the darkest day. Oh, Bonathan. Swear to God, Bonathan. Please stop being a Bonathan, but... Oh my God. I'm actually getting triggered at myself more than any. No. Flip. Flippin' heck. It's fine. He didn't move at all, apparently. And the fact that Freddy didn't move is good. Ugh. I'm getting irritated at myself with the tab outs. I'm also kind of okay. Admittedly, I'm also kind of getting irritated at the RNG, because I'm fine with like dying in games, but I'm fine with dying in games when it's a skill issue. It's irritating to die in games when it's like beyond my control to an extent. And this feels beyond my control with some of the RNG. And I get it. It's not like a highly optimized, like it's not like this finely crafted game. Like, I'm sure there will be impossible situations. Why? 'Cause it's a friggin' phone game for $5. I almost tabbed out again. I'm so glad I didn't. It's 4 AM. I'm at 10%. I lose. Again. If I die here, I might call it. At least for the speedrun, I might call quote-unquote time. It will be a failed... Or maybe the timer will just go until I beat night 5 tomorrow. Should be really funny. Okay. You've never been to stream raid? Are you supposed to say who sent you? Eh. Yeah. Get it over with. Scree! I am... That's the thing, I feel like some of those have been unwinnable. I feel like a number of those have been unwinnable. Am I crazy? Am I absolutely insane? Alright. Alright, the speedrunner timer is just there as motivation, I guess. We're doing this. This is the principle now. This is the principle now. Come on, baby. All or nothing. Sorry, that was very important. Am I crazy, man, trying to speedrun FNAF? Yeah, this is all just prep. This is all just prep for the real speedrun tomorrow. That's what this is. 24 hours stream. Maybe, yeah, an endurance stream one day. I'll do an endurance stream if I ever have to do like a subathon, I guess. Ever have to do a subathon? I just realized I said that. If I ever want to do a subathon. On YouTube, would that just be like a super chat-a-thon? It's just like, give me money, 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 give me money. Oh, the only other FNAF game I have is Ultimate Custom Night. I don't know why. I think because it was free. Oh my god. Thankfully, I could look at my OBS to click the light. Membership marathon. Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money. Have I decided what my stream schedule will be like once grad school starts? I have not. I want to keep doing it. I know it'll be reduced, which is fair. I think I'll try to focus more on videos and stuff, or maybe I'll just like do like streaming, you know, a few times a week. Because I'd like to still devote time for it. It might shift, because currently I don't do weekends, really. I say that, but I have a Saturday stream this weekend. Just because I want to stream more, because I've been missing you guys. But, it'll probably shift to a more weekend focus. Because I'll be commuting quite a bit to get to and fro class, and during that commute time I'll definitely be doing homework. So, and of course, you know, it's grad school, so weekends will also take up a fair amount of homework time, but I will try to get a lot of that done for the weekend, because I'd really like to be able to keep this up. And it's possible, it's doable. It really just is a matter of time management. And the thing is that's nice is that I view when I do streaming, sometimes like if it's been like a long week for me, it can feel a bit like an obligation, and not in a detriment to you guys, not detriment to the variables. It's just like I want to do it, and so if I don't do it, I feel kind of bad. I feel guilty. Regardless of what anyone says. And so if it's like been a really long week and I'm like, but I said I would stream, and so I might feel drained going into it. But generally, once the stream starts, I perk up and whatnot, and I feel a bit better. There are some days, of course, where I like stream and I'm just like that one Minecraft stream, I was so out of it. And the thing is, right after that Minecraft stream, I was going to hang out with my partner, and so I was just like, I kind of want stream to end just so I can see them already, because I hadn't seen them in a while, in like a week, and so I missed them a lot, and I was just like, I just want stream to end, and I'm tired. And again, that's not a detriment. That's not against you guys. You guys are always super sweet. And that's the thing. It's like the reason I perk up during these is because I enjoy spending time here. I enjoy what I do. I find it fun to stream, and I find it fun to make stupid videos, and I find it fun to make informative videos, and it like kind of melts my heart whenever people are like, oh my god, this was so helpful for me. the comment that made me laugh on the double integral video was someone like, why are you using a female avatar if you have a male voice? And then immediately, like, the second half of the comment was just like, but can you also make a video on calculus? Like, well, I can. I can, in fact, make a video on calc. That's actually what I'm working on right now, is like a why calc doesn't have to be scary video. Because calculus is like the second big hurdle for people. The first big hurdle for people is algebra. Because letters are not numbers. But math is math. And so that throws people off. And then calculus is the next big jump, funny enough, because of the algebra. The most complex thing about algebra is, the most complex thing about calculus is the algebra. And then, so if you can get the concepts down, then just, you just kind of got to power through some of the algebra. And yeah, that's tough. It can be exhausting. But it's kind of the way to do it. Lambda calculus is the algebra programming. Yeah, so I actually spent a good chunk of today just like making all the little figures and stuff for the calculus video I'm making. I still need to record that, and then after that it's just gonna be editing. That's a Do I get free points because that's left? Do I get invulnerability? Freddy, it says I have power. Poisson heart placeholder times 10. Yeah, I should get commissioned. That's more. I swear to God. Okay, yeah, we're calling it. Oh my god. Oh my god. How do I end this? Oh, whoops, just deleted it. Oh my god. Who could have seen it coming? Okay, I'm gonna practice. I'm gonna friggin' practice tonight, probably. Redo tomorrow. Yes, I'll do a redo tomorrow. Because it was just chatting stream, and just chatting streams are an excuse for me to do whatever I want. They're 100% an excuse for me to just do what I want. So, most people complain about calculus because biologists, the science for people that don't like math, are forced to take it. Yes, that's true too. You're just doing a die 5 times on night 5 speedrun. Yeah, and I hit world record for that. Okay. I want to show this because I showed it at the start of stream, and for anyone who wasn't here at the start of stream, this is how the stream started. I made this.
From the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. I craved the strength and certainty of steel. I aspired to the purity of the blessed machine. Your kind cling to your flesh, as if it will not decay and fail you. One day the crude biomass that you call the temple will wither, and you will beg my kind to save you. But I have already saved.
I was proud of that, so I could not show it at least once to the people who weren't here at the start. It's so funny to me. I was watching that over and over after I made it. I was dying laughing because it's so funny to me for like FNAF to be on a grandiose scale of the... Oh yeah, I picked the scenes. Like I edited that all together. That wasn't just an audio change, that was me doing all of that. I was cherry picking stuff and splicing stuff together from the trailers and from the first movie, like clips from the first movie. But yeah, it's it was so funny to me for FNAF to be on the same grandiose scale as like Warhammer lore, because Warhammer lore is very over the top and dramatic. And the idea of Springtrap giving the "from the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh" speech. What Silent Hill is this from? Silent Hill 3. Makes sense. Silent Hill 3 has some good rock song. I'm excited. On Wednesday, let's be like more horror. On Wednesday, I'm gonna be doing the new Silent Hill, because that's when that comes out. Technically, the pre-release comes out in 40 minutes, but it's already out in JP. But yeah, I'm excited for that. So that will be fun and spooky. And yeah, tomorrow will be the FNAF rerun. We'll just play the Five Nights at Freddy's movie and pretend and put a speedrunner timer over it. Yeah. So, I think to close out tonight, I'm going to drop this link in chat, and I would really appreciate if all of you head over to Blueberry's chat, because I can't do a technical raid, but this is her this is her stream that's currently going. I would appreciate that if we all do that. Head over there right now, or in a minute here, 30 seconds right now. You know what? Screw it right now. But yeah. So, anyways, I have been Poisson Invariance, your VTuber math lover gamer and nonsense enjoyer. Thank you all for watching. I will do the next part tomorrow. Yeah, and yeah, thanks if you head over to Blueberry. All right, thanks for watching, and bye bye.